welcome back to another video. So this time we are going to focus on what to do if there's a mixed number. Don't panic. All we're doing is changing to an improper fraction, then keep, change, flip. So let's turn this into an improper fraction. To change it to an improper fraction, first we take the denominator times our whole number. So we're going to do 3 times 5. And then we're going to add the product that we get and add it to 2. So 3 times 5 is 15. And 15 plus 2 is 17. So we have 17 fifths because we're still keeping this denominator. And then we're doing our keep, change, flip. So we have our keep, our first fraction, flipping the sign to multiplication, and then we're flipping our second fraction to its reciprocal. So 4 firsts. And we're going to see if we can simplify. Nah, not really. So now we're just going to multiply straight across. So 17 times 4. I'm going to do that off to the side. 17 times 4 is 68. 5 times 1 is 5. And I know I can simplify this down at least a little. So I have to think about 68 divided by 5. Let's try to divide it out. 6 can be divided by 6 once. And we're going to subtract, bring down, and 5 goes into 18 3 times. 5 times 3 is 8, or is 15, with 3 left over. So our simplified form is going to be 13 and 3 fifths. This is another strategy to figure out how to reduce a fraction. You can just divide. So we get the answer of 13 and 3 fifths. So now I'm going to let you practice this one. Remember to change the improper fraction to, the mixed number to an improper fraction, and then do your keep, change, flip. So this fraction's kind of big, but we need to see if we can reduce. So because this 85 ends in a 5 and 76 does not end in a 5, these cannot be reduced down, and I will tell you why. Because if we try to divide 85 by 4, we're going to get a decimal. Because any number that ends in a 5 or 0 can only be divided by 5. And that sort of goes for any even number. So an even number could not be divided by 5, aka 76. So this stays. So let's move on to a word. Miss Kennel wants to make rugs for her family for Thanksgiving. Each rug takes, this got cut off, 1 7/8 yards of fabric. She has 6 2/3 yards of fabric at her house. So, how many rugs can she make? So, if she has 6 2/3 yards and she wants to use 1 7/8 of fabric per rug, we need to figure out how many more rugs she can make. So I set it up like this because this is how much she has, and each rug takes up this much. So now let's do this together. So first we have to change to an improper fraction. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. And I'm just going to rewrite that down here, 20 thirds. And then 8 times 1 is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15 eighths. And now we have to do our keep, change, flip. So we're going to keep the first fraction, change the sign, and flip the second fraction. I think I switched my colors. But that's okay. So let's see if we can simplify this one. We actually can. If you look at the 20 and the 15, both can be reduced by 5. So let's reduce them both by 5. So 15 divided by 5 will get us to 3, and 20 divided by 5 will get us to 4. That'll get us some easier numbers. So now we just multiply across. 4 times 8 is going to get us to 32. And 3 times 3 is going to get us to 9. So now we can reduce this one down. So 9 times 3 is 27. So 32 minus 27, we need to borrow. So that'll get us to 5. So 3 and 5 ninths. But we're not done. We have to write our sentence. So we need to answer the question. She can make 3 and 5 ninths rugs. So she could almost make 4 rugs.